Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Misfit and Miss Perfect channel. Today, you're here with me, Rose, aka Miss Perfect. Now, before we begin, you may notice the lighting is a little bit different. I have a new setup for lighting, and I'm hoping it's making me look a lot less pale and a lot less yellow. If you like the lighting, leave a comment down below and let me know. Moving on. Today, I would like to talk to you about school. Dun dun dun! I know, that was so dramatic. Now, school has never been my favorite place to go. Ever since I was a child, I've tried to avoid school by faking being sick, setting up doctor's appointments during the week, telling my mother I just couldn't handle school today when I really honestly could. And it's not that I don't like learning. I love learning. I love gaining new knowledge because I just love, I love people who have a good amount of intelligence. But I just hate school because I don't much get along with people. Now, I know in my last video I said I love people, which I do. But here's the issue, honey, is that you can love people but hate them all at the same time. So I go back to school this coming Thursday on August 20th. I haven't even set up an appointment with the principal yet to discuss the class roster or anything like that. Oops, I forgot. Not really, I've been avoiding it. But I am so not ready to go back to school. My sleeping schedule is so screwed up. Like, literally, I've been going to bed at 5 in the morning and getting up at 3. That is why some of my videos have been getting uploaded, like, really late at night because, girl, sleep is for the weak, and I wish I was one of them. Anyways, moving on. Now, discussing the subject of school and people. Now, I live in a very rural town. I don't live in some big old city or some very accepting area. Now, I've never been physically attacked at school because I'm one of the students that usually is around a teacher or someone of authority because I fear for my life most of the time. But I do have issues with bullying. I do have issues with verbal harassment. And I have issues with a lot of things. I have issues with the way the public school system is ran, but that's a social justice rant for a later date. Right now, I'm just here to talk to you about, number one, bullies. Now, bullies are just people who are seeking attention by hurting you. And honey, here's what happens with bullies. If you don't let them know they're hurting you, they are just going to give up on their whole little charade. And if they don't give up on the charade, you should try and tell like someone of authority. But then you have this issue. This has happened at my school before. You feel too much in a dangerous place to tell someone of authority because you feel like they're not going to care, but you can't handle the situation by yourself. So what do, girl? Girl, you got to get a posse together. And when I mean posse, I mean a group of friends that you can stay with that will protect you and defend you in a crisis or moment of need. Such as I have Amanda, Danielle, Brianna, Sarah, Kara, and some other people that are always with me during the school day and don't let anyone harm me. Now, don't always rely on your friends to be there. You will eventually at one point during the school day be alone. At these points, I tend to like to find a very public area with a lot of people, just in case if someone does try to start anything. There will be witnesses, there will be people that will come to my aid, there will be people that come to protect me and keep me safe, as well as prevent them from doing something idiotic. Now, if you do feel unsafe at your school and the authority at your school, such as the principal or superintendent, isn't doing anything, my advice, honey, would be taking it to someone above them, taking it to a parent, taking it to, even if it's a threat to your life, taking it to the police. And if you are being cyberbullied, there are laws now in which if you can bring proof to the police that you're being cyberbullied, they can enforce a punishment against those children. And the main thing to remember with bullies is that whatever they say is not true. They will say whatever they can to make you feel bad about yourself. And I'm here to tell you that they want to make you feel bad about yourself because they think they can control you. But in all honesty, honey, you control your own emotions and you control your own self. So don't even listen to them. If someone says you're fat, so what? You're just a little bit bigger. Girl, you can see from this video I'm a little bit fat. I've been told I'm fat before. I don't care. Fat is not a word of like hate. Fat is just my body type. If someone says you're a queer or a faggot or a tranny, so what? These people will be on the wrong side of history. These people will be the ones that don't get any success because to be successful in this world, you have to be able to work with a lot of people. So if someone has a discriminating thing against you, they're not going to be able to handle that type of person in the real world, meaning they're not going to be able to handle the real world. And the sad truth is that most of the time when you have a bully and they finally do get out of high school, they realize that the power they had over you and a few other students does not matter anymore. They realize that that power is gone. Zit, zilch, nada. Because, honey, in the real world, no one likes a stupid bully. Anyways, some more advice for you guys if you're going back to school. Remember, you're going to be a fluorescent lighting girl. If you're wearing makeup, try and keep it, perfected. And if you don't want to wear makeup, then don't wear makeup. Because in all honesty, who are you trying to impress? You're going to school. Mr. Smith, third period biology teacher. That's not one of my teachers. I promise. But try and keep your makeup light and easy to do because eventually you're going to wake up late like I have and you're going to have to do that makeup in a snap, honey. You got to get that done. Insert Sarah gets snap here because I can't snap my fingers. It's another fact about me that you probably don't know. Some more advice for you is to try and keep yourself organized throughout the year. I know I start off really good. I start off with all my binders organized, all my books together, all my book covers on, and then bam. I don't know what happens. I shove one paper in my book bag and not in a binder, and then it just becomes a vortex of unorganization. Horrible. And remember, when scheduling your classes, if you are in high school and if you are going to be scheduling classes for next year, or if you just didn't schedule the right classes this year, you can always talk with the guidance counselor to change your schedule. And remember to schedule classes that are relaxing. Because yes, you do need those AP classes, and you do need those credits in those courses, but you can't be taking AP Chemistry and a bunch of other classes and not have something like art or physical education or home ec thrown in. That may be a little bit more relaxing, a little bit easier on you. Basically, just try and not spread yourself too thin. Now, the next advice I will give you is groups and projects. If you feel like you're the only one working on a project in a group, please, dear Lord, tell the person grading the project. Because I much assure you, if the project comes out bad just because you did it by yourself, they will give you a better grade because you put all the effort in. Going on to groups. If you join a bunch of groups at your school, let's say you have art club, volleyball, softball, remember to keep your schedule clean and remember that you're going to lose more and more time to study, do homework, hang out with friends because you're committed to all these other things. So please don't be doing 2 sports at once and then have to give up doing your homework and failing just because you want to do 2 sports. You do have to be able to know how much you can handle and how much you can take. I'm one of the people that volunteers for way too much, and so then I have all these groups to do and I don't do anything because I'm one of those people that once I get overwhelmed, it's over. I just shut down and I'm dead. So please don't spread yourself too thin. Keep yourself relaxed and fun and happy. And if you are a transgender student going back to school this year, remember to talk to your guidance counselor and our principal about any issues you may have with restrooms, changing areas, preferred names, preferred pronouns, all that jazz. Because I assure you they will try and help you the most they can. I'm sorry, I have my eyes closed right now. I just got mascara in my eye, and that burns so bad. We can enjoy this moment together, though. I won't edit this out just so you can laugh at my mascara eye. Oh gosh, that really hurts. So I'm going to sign off now, but I hope you guys have a great time at school, and I love you. Bye.